Good evening, everyone. Welcome to the Square Circle Cafe. I am your hostess with the mostest. I am Prospect Gladys of the JWO. And this really doesn't feel right. I'm missing a couple of people. Well, what do we have here?
Okay, you got me?
Ladies and
Yeah.
gentlemen, it's the OG3.
Yep. Hold on. I gotta figure out what the heck is going on.
You're in
Why?
outer space, Jeremy.
A little bit.
Hey, can you guys hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you. We
I
just
hear
can't
you.
see you.
Yeah, my camera acts weird on my phone, so I apologize.
Gonna put. Oh, that might help.
Ladies and
Might help
gentlemen,
if I do.
OG3 is back from live from the ATL. We
Oh,
have Jaycee,
Hey, what's up, folks?
and live from OK, Jeremy.
from the 405. What's going on?
How y'all doing today? Welcome back.
Oh,
Yeah,
doing
it has
good.
been a minute.
Yeah, it has.
Yeah, where the hell have you been? No, I'm kidding.
Well, you know what? Let's get into what we've been up to because, like I said, it's been a minute.
All right. Jaycee, what do we start with you? What's going on in the ATL?
Oh, from my side, just been doing adult stuff like working. um, I got two new cats. My other Harley Sue passed away last year from cancer. So after that,
Oh,
I got two new cats. I have a girl, her name is Bianca Belair, and a boy named Hardy B. So
oh,
yeah.
sweet.
There you go.
All right. How about you out in the 405? What have you been up to?
Well, there's been quite a few things that have happened. I don't know if we were still doing shows, but in 2018 got severely ill to the point where I needed a total of what turned out to be 9 surgeries
Ooh.
over the space of oh about a year and a half, and then 2020 hit, so COVID, um, fighting bone infections, and then 2024 comes around. And in 2024, or earlier this year in April, I took a job working for the local transit agency in Oklahoma City, Embark. And so I've been there for 4 months now,
Nice.
working part time. Yeah, working part time and enjoying every second of what I do.
All right. Awesome.
Well, let me rephrase that. Almost every second. There was an incident, but it's under investigation, so I can't really go into too much.
No worries. No need
Yeah,
to.
I understand.
No need to elaborate. So it's all good. All right. So OG3 is back. Square Circle Cafe is up and running, and this show is going to go over much better than Wade Barrett's commentating career.
Wow.
Let's hear it.
Yo.
Haven't lost it. All right. Now that we got that out of the way.
Yeah, it looks like they're going over what happened last week on this. While we were talking, SmackDown started. It looks like they're going back over what happened last week. Uh, this will be somewhat my first time seeing all of this because in my area they preempted it for the Falcons game, and I didn't get to see much of it until after 12 o'clock. So you know how that goes.
Yeah, that is rough when they do that. But speaking of the Hanoi family, we do have to unfortunately bring up some sad news that Wild
Yeah.
Samoan Alpha did pass away today. Roman put out a tweet about it. WWE also confirmed it. AEW, MCW, TNA have all been showing an outpouring of love and support for Alpha. Alpha was one half of the Wild Samoans, former tag team champions. And also, they opened up the Wild Samoan School, and one of their most famous graduates from that academy was, of course, Batista. So, and of course, we have, he's also one of the patriarchs of the Hanoi family. I believe he's Roman's uncle. So yeah, it was a pretty sad day to find that out. So we want to wish our love and support to the Hanoi family. And we know Alpha was reunited with Sika in heaven. So props to him.
Here's a swigadoo.
And cherry lime soda.
Nice. So going back to the Hanoi family, of course, we have to put up with the tribe. We have to put up with the tribal chief from Wish.com. That is so.
The Timu tribal chief.
Mhm. He pretty much is a Dollar Tree tribal chief. If you can't get the Roman figure, you go to Dollar Tree, get the Samoan generic figure. That's Solo Sikoa.
Oh man.
Yep.
And apparently, I'm looking at it now. I see. I know right now Jacob Fatu is out with a quote unquote injury. That he sustained when it was it at SummerSlam or
Yeah, it was
late
at
after that?
It
SummerSlam.
was.
He landed on the table wrong.
Okay. Um, and so I see Solo's just walked in with Tonga, but no uh Tama Tonga, but not Tonga Law. Yeah,
Oh, so he walked in with Tasmanian Devil.
yeah. Oh, we're opening up with what the heck? We're opening up with Tiffany Stratton, Miss Money in the Bank
Oh
2024.
God, the bubblehead bleach blonde Barbie wannabe. God, like, ugh. I
And
cannot
Man.
her.
it looks like she's in the ring with
Well, good thing we can't see the TV because I cannot stand looking at that girl. I'm sorry, I was not happy when she won Money in the Bank. So I'm
well,
hoping she. Go ahead.
I was trying to see what she was in the ring with. Oh, she's in the ring with Pretty Deadly. Oh, not the unicorn, man. Oh
Oh,
God.
poor
Oh,
Pretty Deadly.
well, oh, Nia coming in style. So it looks like she's coming to the ring being carried like the queen that she is. Got her throne.
Yeah, this is gonna be a championship celebration if I recall the advertising correctly.
Nice. So with all that being said, leading up to it, I gotta ask: did either one of you watch SummerSlam?
Yep, I
I did
did.
watch SummerSlam.
All right, so we're not gonna go over every single matchup because that's gonna take more than 2 hours we're gonna do here, or whatever, how long we're on for. But I gotta ask about some of the big events. First off, what did you think of what Dominic Mysterio did?
I kind of knew it
Oh
was going to
man, that
happen.
no good two-timing son of a sleep.
Oh, you can
I
go ahead and
mean,
swear.
yeah.
No, I'm not.
I,
I'm not gonna do that because I'm wearing my work ID.
oh,
Ah, gotcha.
got it. I
Yeah,
kind of
because well, I mean, it wouldn't look good on me even in my private life.
So basically, a blankety blank blank.
Yeah, basically.
I was like in my head, I was like, okay, I hope he goes against my prediction, but he went with the prediction. And I was like, oh, why? But you gotta think about it like this though. If he was dirty enough to turn on his father, what made you think he wasn't dirty enough to turn on his girl?
That is true. My theory was the fact that, honestly, and it happened later in the show, I thought Finn Balor was going to be the one that cost Rhea the championship. Because if you remember, a few weeks before, when Liv Morgan gave Dominic her hotel key, if you noticed, Finn
Yeah,
swiped it. So I
yeah.
thought it was going to be Finn that was going to cost Rhea the title. So, but he cost someone else the title a little later. We'll get to that in a second.
Yep.
For Dominic to be the one to turn on Rhea was like both surprising yet not surprising. And it was just so bad. I mean, it's just, yeah. And my son was sitting here looking at it. He was just like, oh, God. It was, which,
And the bad part about it is Liv doesn't give a crap about him. And you know how, and the way I figured is every time something happens and he's about to get attacked, what happens? She runs.
but she has saved him at the last minute.
Yeah, but I still think that she's just using him as an arrow to Rhea. That's the only reason. Because as soon as all that calms down, she gonna dump him.
More than likely. So then fast forward to later in the night, when it's Damien's turn, we get Finn costing him the championship. Pretty much Damien and Rhea ousting out of their group.
Right. So I kind of feel like, yeah, that was like he said, that was like I think he said he's been thinking about that since when? 2022?
I think it was
Or 23?
I think it was last
23?
year.
Well, yeah, 23. Why don't I think 22?
He's likely been thinking about it ever since he was brought into the Judgment Day in the first place.
Right.
That's a possibility. And should we be surprised because this is the same group that ousted their founder, Edge?
Right.
No, I'm not surprised. Not the least. I expected it.
Yep, so I'm curious to see how Bash and Berlin's going to go down with Rhea and Damien taking on Dominic and Liv, because we know that the other three members of the Judgment Day will be in the background, that being JD McDonough, Carlito, and Finn.
Lord, I don't know. I'm trying to. Okay, what are you? Oh no, Pretty Dilly's about to start singing.
Oh Lord, yep, because they've been
Oh,
working on the
God.
musical.
And they don't sound good.
Maybe it's a good thing we're not doing the MST 3000 today.
You know what? I just had a thought, and actually, it's Disaster Piece Theater. That's what we've called it.
Yep, disaster. I remember that.
I mean,
And,
even Naya's like, what the heck is going on here?
But you know who that reminds me of? As sad as it is to say, because she's
Well,
originally from Kentucky.
huh?
Jillian.
Oh no.
oh, Jillian.
Oh
yes.
no. I know you. No, I ain't gonna start singing. Never mind.
Who's gonna start singing? No, you know what? I don't want to know.
No, well, it looks like Michin came in and broke up the party. Now she's beating up Pretty Deadly with a kendo stick.
Oh, good.
Oh,
No,
good.
wait a minute. I like Pretty Deadly. Oh, my boys.
Yeah, that on second thought, that's not good.
No.
Did she steal the rose? She stole the rose. She stole the rose, y'all. All right, well.
All right, so getting back to our SummerSlam recap, we head on to the main event, which is Cody Rhodes versus Solo Sikoa in a oh God, what was the name of the match?
Bloodline Rules.
Bloodline Rules, thank you. Which of course meant free range for everybody. Of course, we had the bloodline, bloodlinewish.com interfering. But thankfully, Cody did have some backup. But to everyone's shock and wishing, OTC himself, Roman Reigns, comes back. Thankfully.
Did anybody else have trouble figuring out what OTC meant? Or is it just me?
Oh,
My son figured it out.
yeah.
He was like,
We-
original tribal chief. I was like, okay, that makes sense.
Yeah, it made
Yeah, we
sense
just-
eventually, but when he first came out, I'm like, wait, OTC, like over the counter?
Yeah, that's what I thought too. I'm like, what the? Okay, bro. Yeah, I thought that too for a brief second. Let's see. Oh, and
I
Brighty's
was
coming
trying
out.
to see because it, like I said, he figured it out before I could even think of what OTC was short for. So I was grateful that my son was here because I would have been like, I was thinking one tribal chief, like one.
That would have
Oh
worked.
yeah, that works too. Oh, what's the other thing? Heck, I forgot what I was going to say. Darn it!
Well, I'm not gonna lie. For one brief millisecond, I thought he was going to help Solo win because I had it in my head that Solo was going to win the match because of the bloodline rules. Randy was out, Kevin Owens was out, and there was really nobody out there to help him. So I pretty much was certain that Roman was going to cost Cody the match, and then I saw him attack Solo. I was like, WTF, just woohoo. It made it, I was actually relieved. I was like, I'm so glad I was so wrong because it was just, whew.
Guys, bear with me. This is going to get a little dodgy.
So now that Roman's back,
I think we just invented that.
You-
This is the best day ever.
what do you think is going to happen after? I mean, definitely he's going to go after Solo because Solo did nothing but talk absolute situation.
Well, we
I
pretty
hope
much,
they don't go straight to that.
I think what's going to eventually happen, and that's what I think what everyone's been petitioning for online, is that eventually it's going to lead to Civil War games. So we've got
I
2
do
months.
too.
We've got 2 months, 3 September, October, November. We've got 3 months to build this feud up. So Roman will probably have a couple of singles matches with the Bloodline and probably one with Solo himself. But it's eventually probably going to lead to Civil War at Survivor Series. But my question is, we know who BloodlineWish.com is going to have on their team. Who's going to team up with Roman?
Ooh. That's a great
Jimmy?
question.
I think it's gonna be Jimmy, Jay, possibly Sammy. Those are the three I got off the top of my head.
All right, Jaycee, you kind of went in and out there. Could you say that again?
I was thinking maybe Jimmy because we haven't seen Jimmy in a minute, and they basically beat him out of the faction. Jay,
You're muffled as hell, JC.
Hold on. Okay, can you guys hear me now?
Yes.
Now we got you.
Okay, sorry. Jimmy, Jay, possibly Sammy, a possible because I'm not sure if he wants to get. I mean, he's cool with Jay, but the other people not so much.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's a good guess.
And I'm not sure. I mean, I could say this because I'm wondering. I still want to believe that Jacob was sent in as a plant.
Oh.
I always had that feeling that he was in there as a plant.
Okay, that's an interesting theory. So, Jeremy, who would you want to see on Roman's team when it eventually does go to War Games?
I think we get. I do think the Usos are in. I think Sammy. Yeah, I'll give Sammy about a 75% chance of being in. He would be my third pick. My fourth pick would be Cody.
I was thinking that too. Out of respect. But
Yeah,
it also but also one other name I think would be kind of funny to be thrown in just to eventually lead to the match that possibly is going to happen at this coming WrestleMania. The Rock.
Oh,
But it's a question
right.
You
of
know,
whose side.
you're right. But which side is he on?
That's going to be the real question. Would he want to side with his original tribal chief or the new one? Who's to say?
I'm, I, so and now rumors also or speculation maybe the Rock was the one that is the one talking in Solo's ear too.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I heard that been thrown. I heard that speculation been thrown around. He could be the one that's talking in Solo's ear because after Roman lost the title, he kind of in I guess like Solo's eyes and possibly the Rock's eyes, Roman wasn't the what they considered the tribal chief, or going back to the Rock doesn't like the fact that Roman just declared himself the tribal chief when it's been him. Everybody's saying was the chief was considered the chief or the leader of the family, and then Roman comes in and say, "Hey, yo, I'm the leader," and that may have rubbed Rock the wrong way.
That's a good
Possible.
point. Go ahead, Jeremy.
No, I was agreeing with Jaycee. That's possible.
It could be. It could happen. I mean, Rock is probably still bitter over the fact that his match got taken away from him. Since us
Yeah, I mean,
fans petitioned for it.
yeah, I'm not ruling anything out. I mean, we still got 3 months, so that's something to keep in mind.
Yeah. Also, everybody they got a big family. So we probably still got some surprises coming our way as far as who's going to show up. That's another thing too.
Yeah, we do. There's at least one family member in almost every single um WWE programming. We've got Ava running NXT. We've
There's
got
one.
Bloodline 2.0 on SmackDown.
Yep.
And we've got Jimmy Uso on Raw.
I think Jay's somewhere around too.
I think he's
Wait a
out
minute,
with
isn't Jay on
injury.
Raw?
Wait, Jay?
I thought it was
Wait,
Jay
wait, wait,
on
wait.
Raw.
Yeah, Jay is on Raw. Jimmy's
Oh,
out.
Jay's out. Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Sorry.
that's okay.
That's on me.
Hey, that's all right. So, and then like I said, like we all talk because it was talked about Jacob in the air. Jacob showed up. Then you got Tamatanga and Tonga Lowell, who I don't know if you just showing my age here. If you remember, he was Hunico. Was it Hunico or Camacho or somebody? He was in the WWE before, but he was playing. Uh,
He was the wasn't he Sin Cara 2.0?
that was the other one. He was the
Yeah,
Oh,
that was
he was
Camacho.
Camacho. Yeah, it was Camacho, which threw me off because after I
so
found
yeah,
out years later, I was like,
he would have
really?
been Hunico.
Yeah.
Yeah, he must have been. Someone
So,
actually brought up a clip that Solo Sikoa did a movie with Nicole Kidman.
oh yeah, I remember that.
I
I do
thought he did
not.
a pretty good job.
I do not remember that, and I'm like turning 39 in a few days. Was
Oh,
that
that's
movie before my
right.
time?
That's right. Somebody has a birthday.
Yep. Hey, listen, you know, a lot of people have said to me, "Oh, don't be upset about getting closer to 40." I'm not. I'm not. Every day is a blessing. It really is.
Okay, something just happened. Hold on.
What happened?
I've got something weird coming in. What is this? Hold on.
I have no idea.
I don't know either. What is this?
I mean, it
No,
could
wait.
be an artifact of my green screen.
Yeah, something. Someone just clicked on. Hang on. Let's see who it is. Hey, who are you? What's going on?
Uh, let's see.
Hang on. Let's find out. Who is this?
Wait a second. I think I
What is
know.
that? Hello? Who this? The hell
Oh, what the
is?
All right, I'm gonna be the one surprised
this?
that I can't see.
Holy shit!
Oh,
What?
he's not talking, but Jaycee, are you on a phone call?
Yeah, I'm on the phone. I'm on the phone.
Okay. So you can't see what's going on the webcam.
Nah.
No.
What's going on?
This guy is the
There's
by
a
the by the way,
clown. There's a clown on the stream.
Oh.
oh
Oh no! Oh no!
by the way, guys, surprise! That's my boy, Mr. Pickles, my general in the JWO.
Oh,
Happy
snap.
birthday, Jeremy!
Oh, snap. Oh my gosh. Okay, thank God there's nobody else at this bus stop because I would have freaked.
Oh, hello.
Just want to make sure you guys stay on your toes because as a member of the JWO, the Juggalo Wrestling Order, this kind of stuff's gonna happen. But surprise! Happy birthday,
Didn't see
Jeremy!
that coming. Thank you. Thank you. Like I said, 39, and if that didn't give me a heart attack, I don't know.
Thanks, Pickles. General, sir. All right, continuing on.
Well, there you go.
Anything can happen
Yo.
here.
Anything and everything, sir. For those that aren't familiar with this show, anything and everything can and has happened on this show.
Yep.
Oh man. I mean, I know. I know we were talking about what's currently going on SmackDown right now, but I just want to bring this up. It's like with this show, I gotta say, um, when it first came up, I was like just a listener, and then the next thing I know, hey, look, I'm a part of the show. Um, it kind of helped me come out of my shell a little bit. So as far as
Right.
talking out in public, so that's one thing I like about this show. Also, a lot of our guests are current or former WWE, AEW, NXT, and other organizations. I mean, we've actually been out there, you know?
Yes, we have. And of
And,
course, go ahead.
sorry, and I don't know how many of you recall, but a few weeks ago, I did a live stream with Miss Gladys up there. And we talked about some of the cool things that this show has gotten to do.
Damn right.
Not just the interviews. We're talking about things that nobody on this show or nobody watching this will have seen. Because, I mean, for example, I mean, we got to meet the guy that brought the three of us plus our fourth together in the first place.
Yep, Mr. V1 himself, Matt Hardy.
Yep. And I mean, we got to beat the snot out of Viking at an ICW show.
Yes. That was a lot of fun. It actually got turned into a GIF.
It got turned into a gift. That's right.
With all of us in it. So it was pretty awesome. This show has seen so many adventures. It has been phenomenal. And yeah, we took a hiatus. As we know, life got in the way. All of us had different things going on. But recent events have made me clear that I miss doing this.
Yeah. And let's be clear. The initial reason for us taking the hiatus is because we just felt like the market was oversaturated. There's so many wrestling podcasts still out there. But we thought, you know what? We've missed doing this as a group. Why not? Let's go.
And I'd like to give a shout out to one of my fellow podcasters out there who actually helped me get the creativity back going. If you guys get a chance to check them out, VSW Podcast, hosted by Versace Stoner here on YouTube. He's got a lot of great guests on, including yours truly, as well as Rob Roberts he's had on, TJ Tucker, the JWO. He's also done original music videos. And this Monday at 7 p.m. Eastern Time, he will be releasing an interview he just did with Adam Booker, who is a wrestling promoter. So if you guys get a chance to check that out, Versace Stoner. And he and I are going to be working on some projects later on down the road. Once we get it all settled, we'll tell you all about it here on the Squared Circle Cafe.
Hey.
Yep. And by the way, part of what I did today is I went out and I got some new gear.
Oh, really?
So the next time we do this show, I can do it from home.
Nice. Can't wait.
Yep. I will have a webcam hooked up. I'll have my headset hooked up, all of it.
Well, I believe, which brings me to the next subject. Do you guys believe?
So much that
starting
is my
to.
alarm. This is my alarm setting.
You too?
Here's the thing. Initially, I didn't get it. I just didn't get it. But the more I see of them, the more I get it.
He's actually right now at Kowloon's Chinese restaurant in Saugus, Massachusetts, doing a meet and greet, and Versace Stoner's there. And he actually got to talk to him. So it was pretty awesome. But yeah, the hottest thing in wrestling right now, as we know, is Joe Hendry, who, I mean, we've known him before. He was in ICW in Scotland, and he got notoriety for all of his song parodies. He parodied everyone from Adele to Green Day to even, I think, Coolio. He did a version of Gangsta's Paradise. And he was known for all of his parodies and stuff. But surprisingly, he's also a good wrestler. And he made his way over to the States, went to TNA, and I think he was one of their longer reigning champions. I think he broke Matt Cardona's record. But recently, he's been making pop-up appearances in NXT, which actually, what did you guys think of the new NXT TNA crossovers that have been happening?
You know what? I think I think TNA is getting more out of WWE than they ever did with AEW.
True that. Oh yeah, I'd forgotten that they had done something with AEW.
That's happened in our hiatus.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, they did do a few things here and there, but it wasn't really anything of any big notoriety. I mean, we all saw at the Royal Rumble earlier this year Jordan Grace being the first TNA Women's Knockout Champion ever in the Royal Rumble, and then
Wait
her.
a second. Hold on. Wasn't
Mickey James.
didn't go? Yeah, wasn't Mickey James
Yes, Mickey James. You're right. My mistake. Thank you for correcting
second?
me.
So second.
Second one. But she was the first original TNA star because Mickey James had been in WWE.
Yes.
So, but yeah, she was making history by being the first knockout champion. But then Jordan Grace comes in, being the second knockout champions in the Rumble, and then going to Heat Wave and defending her title. Well, no, actually going after the NXT Women's Championship against Roxanne Perez. That was history
At
making.
Heat Wave.
Exactly.
And she defended her title, meaning Jordan Grace defended her title against, I think, a couple of NXT talent.
Yeah, Tatum Paxley.
Yeah. Tatum Paxley. Didn't she do one more? Or am I mistaken on that? Because I thought she did one more.
I think she. You know what?
You're probably
Honestly,
in a better position to look it up than I am because I'm using an app.
I think she is, but all right, let me be sure. But anyway, but yeah, and then we started seeing more men from TNA showing up. The big one, of course, being Joe Henry.
Yep.
And of course, everyone was, disappointed when he was eliminated in that battle royal that he was making his debut in. But
And
it was
first
enough.
one to get eliminated. It sucked.
But it was enough to get everyone's attention because everyone was begging for him to come back.
They were.
It did. It worked, and he has
They got
been
what they want.
he has been on fire, competing in both TNA and NXT, and it is just excuse me. It's just been amazing to see this, and then of course there's the theme song. You just can't escape it.
No, you cannot.
I'm just looking at the screen now. They were talking.
No,
it
it was just Tatum Paxley.
Yeah.
Okay.
I was just looking at the commercial here. They were just announcing some new I guess new cities they're going to for the rest of the year. WWE Live. Yeah. Atlanta's getting Bad Blood on October 5th.
Hey, you going?
Ticket prices, I think.
Huh?
Them ticket prices. I was like, oh my gosh, like, okay,
yeah.
cool. I'm ready to go. I look at the ticket prices. I'm like, oh, crap. Well,
You might have to wait for the secondary market.
yeah, because it was
either
like,
that or wait for the day of the show.
I was just trying to get in. I wasn't. I was reserved to. I'll just get the cheap seats. I'll be fine. But I was looking at it, and the cheap seats were even out of my price range. I was like, wow, okay.
Wow.
Do I even want to know what the cheap seats were?
Yeah, let's find out. What do we got? What are we looking at?
Cheapest one was like 500 and some change.
What?
For nosebleeds?
For the
What I was
nosebleed?
looking at, and I was going through Ticketmaster. They're probably, I don't know if that was like they were just doing that to just get a lot of tickets through, but I went like the day the tickets, I went the pre-sale and the day the tickets actually went on sale to the public. And I was like, and I'm thinking, go on the day that they go actual. And I was saying, I'll probably get something cheaper. But no, I think it was one that was like 300. If I was probably close to that, but I kept seeing 5, 6, 8. I was like, all right, man, I'm done.
Damn, it makes me afraid of what I'm going to look forward to because Monday Night Raw is coming to Providence on August 26th. And my son pointed out it's the go home show before Bash in Berlin.
Oh,
Yeah, so I'm going to be seeing everybody. I want to see
wait a
just
minute.
how big Gunther is in person.
Okay, I think there's a pay per view in Denver. They get a pay per view and a Monday Night Raw.
Yeah, they're
I
getting No
forgot.
Mercy.
Yeah, my friend's trying to go. She's looking at the same thing. She
Oh,
want, and they can with them. You have to get a ticket for both the pay per view and Raw. There's no in between.
really? Huh.
The way she was telling me, I could be how she was explaining to me. It could have changed, but it was like these ticket prices are getting like really outrageous for a pay per view. I mean, I would expect those ticket prices for like a SmackDown, not SmackDown, but for like one of the big four, like Royal Rumble, WrestleMania,
Yeah.
Survivor Series, SummerSlam. I would expect prices for that. This is just one of the like I guess one of the secondary type of pay per views or sorry
I wouldn't even call it
PLEs.
secondary. It's a C level at this point.
Yeah,
Because I mean, they're just bringing it back.
right. So the
And
Yeah, but if you
PLE,
bring it back, you wouldn't
by
think
the way,
that much.
by
But
the way, I'm looking at Ticketmaster right now. It's still 158.
oh.
SeatGeek was a little better, but not much.
mm,
Well, I'm kind of hoping the day of the show I'm able to, flash. I doubt I'd be able to, but flash my little vet card and be like, "Are you still doing the veterans for free deal?"
Hey, it can't hurt.
Yeah,
Well,
worst case scenario.
when is that? When is that Providence show?
August 26th.
Ooh, I don't know. Maybe.
We'll see. I mean, I'm prepared to pay for a cheap seat. I'm just gonna buy it at the arena and avoid all the fees. But
That's the way to do
oh,
it.
yeah, that's the way
wait,
that's what I'm gonna do.
that is so I guess okay. I'm looking at the SmackDown now. I'm looking. It's like Giovanni is coming back, but he's kind of like I didn't recognize him because he has like this
Oh,
like
Giovanni Vinci.
yeah uh this is as
And he's
I
coming
hate to
back with
say
this
this.
Benny Vidi Vinci.
Yeah, what he had in
Benny
NXT.
Vidi Vinci. What? Or Vinci. Why do
Yeah,
I keep wanting to
or
say Vidi Vidi Vinci? You know what I
the
Because
mean.
it sounds pretty much like it, and it's like,
Yeah.
but that's what he was doing in NXT before they decided to bring him up and stick him back with Imperium.
oh
So
so
it's gonna
I
yeah
don't
be
he
think they
got
knew
beat
what to
out
do
of
with him.
it and then um Kaiser beat him up. Yeah, right.
yeah, so he pretty much got kicked out of the group. So right now it's just gonna be Kaiser and Gunther as
Oh,
Imperium.
no. I understand what they did with him now, but I don't think they knew what to do with them uh, when they were bringing him back up, when they were bringing him up, and they were like, well, let's just stick him back with these guys and pretend that that whole thing never happened.
Which is funny because it worked when he used it in NXT. It was working
Yeah.
for him. So to bring him up to the main roster and just stick him back with Imperium, I get it. He was an original member of Imperium. But the Vidi Bumble.
The
Yeah.
Benny Vidi Vinci, that time I got it right, you stumbled.
Oh Lord, it's
Giovanni was
it's a
working well.
bad Melina cosplay on TV now. Oh,
Okay. So it's gonna
what's her
be
name?
how they're gonna use him on SmackDown. So, but I think he'll have a better shot on his own. I actually like the guy. So
Yeah, I
Oh,
think he's got something.
but I also think about it. This was during the Vince McMahon era when they were like they were good on NXT, and then when they brought up Vince, just cuts it and changes it. So I think this time he's gonna be he's gonna have it better because it's under Triple H or
Exactly.
Papa
Exactly.
Kratos, or as I call him, Papa Kratos.
I mean, for crying out loud, what did they had a great thing going with Burley, and she comes up, and Vince just looks at that and goes, "Yeah, that thing you were doing in NXT, nah."
all right, I have to ask: are you guys enjoying the Triple H era?
By and large,
Me,
yeah.
for the most part, yeah. There's gonna be some bumps. Hearing cross, but uh, I'm enjoying it so far.
Yeah,
What?
carry on
Hold
cross
up,
is my big issue.
they doing priority passes for bad blood. Yeah, no, never
Well,
mind.
I'm sorry to have to say, but I actually like carrying cross.
What?
Tomatoes.
You like, listen, you like what you like. I just don't see it.
Oh no, I get it. I get it. Because
I
I
mean,
Oh,
career is
hold on.
oh
Hold
sorry.
on. Let me backtrack. I did like what he was doing in Lucha Underground. I did like that.
Yep. I
They
was the
would have
same
brought him
way.
out doing that. Great. Fantastic. Love it. But what they got him doing right now, I don't like it.
Respect.
y'all already know how I feel. You see the pictures I post up every time he shows up on TV.
Yeah. Carrying cross is to Jaycee what Wade Barrett is to me. So
Oh,
Well, hey, listen, folks. You're gonna get plenty of these shots across the bow, Wade Barrett, because I mean we've been Twitter only for 2 years, or no, shit, 4 years, 5 years.
yep. Let me explain to all of you out there who are brand new to this. If you're just discovering us for the first time and you haven't gone back, I actually found all of our old episodes on Blog Talk Radio. I actually found them. But if you get a chance to go back, this all stems from when Wade was crowned King of the Ring. I made a bet, I believe it was with you two. It was either you two or Jaycee, it was one of them. Where if Wade Barrett won, I would have to say something positive about him. Because I was certain he was not going to win. And sure enough, he gets crowned. So I have to eat a huge plate of crow with extra barbecue sauce and say something about Wade online. Since that day, I've tried to cleanse my palate by coming up with a different Wadeism on every show.
Or on Twitter or what have you.
Yep, when the show went on hiatus, when we stopped doing it, I decided when he came back to WWE, I went ahead and started doing it again. So much so that the guy blocked me.
oh no!
It was good fun. I respect the guy. Don't get me wrong. I actually think he's cool, but he's just an easy target, especially you know. I also do it just to see what boo I'm gonna get out of Jaycee every week.
Yeah, I was like back in the day. I was a huge Wade Barrett fan. I still like him, but back then, yeah, Wade Barrett to me back then was like what Drew McIntyre and Roman Reigns are to me now.
Yep, she was a
So
huge fan, and I would tease her about it. So
So
Yep.
yeah.
So now you know. And folks, we're gonna have to give y'all periodic refreshers on a lot of things. Because again, it's been 4.5 years.
Yes, it
So-
has.
Yeah, it's been a while. Oh man. Going back to like when we all met Matt Hardy. Yeah,
Yeah.
because I ran across that picture that we all took, so not too long ago. So that was like I like that memory.
Sorry, if you want, grab that picture off my Twitter feed, and let's throw that up on the
All
the
right,
show
let's see if I
feed.
can share it because I also have it.
Northwest
Wrong one.
Expressway.
Wrong
Very
one.
hungry. Hold on. Sorry, what?
Oh, I just saw the picture of Nia Jax at the celebration.
Oh, he's coming off.
Oh God, what is he deadly wearing?
I don't know, but they didn't. They were singing too, and I was like, "Oh, bro,
Oh
no,
Lord,
no."
that is bad. That is really, really bad.
I think one of them actually has a TikTok, which just popped up all of a sudden, like a couple of weeks ago. I was like, "Oh, I didn't know you." I didn't know you were over here.
All right, sorry about that, guys. Getting on a bus.
It's all right. It's all right. I think there's a few people that have TikToks over there. I know Tiffany does. Maxine Dupree,
I
Drew,
have one.
Roman. Yeah, I have one. Who else? Shayna Baszler, Nietzsche.
Even though she quote reluctantly posts on hers, Shayna
and
Baszler.
you know what happens on Monday? Like a stew. Let's make a stew. Yeah, that's all I know right now. Roman hasn't posted in a while, but you know, understandably. Drew posted not too long ago with him shining that shirt for that CM Punk fan.
All right,
You know, Bianca and not the cat, but Bianca and Montez. That's one.
Yeah, you're gonna have to clarify that.
Yeah, at the end, I have to every time I post a picture, I talk about my cat. I have to put that in the parentheses so the TikTok or not TikTok, but Twitter don't freak out if I say something. And they're like, "That's not." I'm like, no, you know, really.
Northwest Expressway and Black Road.
Okay, I've never done this before, so I'm trying to figure out how to post something up.
Well, hold on. Share your screen.
Well, it says multiple participants can share simultaneously, so trying to figure out how to put it up.
Well,
all right, bear with me, folks. I know I've got.
Okay, well, you know, while we figure it out, let's think. We could always let's talk about some of the guests that we had. So, Adam Cole was one of them.
Who's been one of your favorites?
I gotta go back to the first one.
Oh, good. Shelly
Martinez.
Martinez.
Yep.
There we go.
Nene.
There you go.
Yeah. Hey.
There it is.
Yes,
that's everybody.
Look at 2014, 2015.
14, I believe.
Yeah, okay, 2014. Yep. Oh man, I still got that hoodie. It's somewhere in my house, but I still got it. Oh man.
All right, I can't really pick a favorite. That's like picking your favorite child. So it's
Right.
like, well, Jaycee, what about you? I mean, Jeremy says his favorite was our first one, which was Shelly. Um, you got one that was either okay. Let's go with just much favorite. How about most memorable?
Oh God. Okay. Northwest Expressway and Black Welder.
Oh
Good
man.
question.
I mean,
I
I didn't mean to put you
I
guys
don't know if I
on.
don't I don't
no,
know.
no, no. It's just
I
like
don't
we
think
try
I
to.
have. I don't think I could pick just one because here's the thing: a lot of the Shakara guys were
Oh
very memorable.
yes,
Oh yeah. Oh no.
because they all kept in character, and it was so much
Oh
fun.
yeah.
I still talk to Jervis Cottonbelly once in a while on Twitter.
Oh, you do?
Yeah, I think we follow each other. I'd have to say, for me, one of the most fun interviews we had. Um, oh man, I think it was for me a lot of fun. Was a lot of the guys that I knew locally who have gone on to great things. Like one of our guests that we had on was Vinny Marcellia,
I was just about to say that.
but you know him now
There's a
as
good one.
Vincent of the Righteous.
Yeah.
So when I saw him on ROH, and then I saw him in AEW, it was like, fuck. It was like, oh, sorry. He was like, freaking A. I was like, Vinny, yes. That was pretty awesome. And oh, speaking of one of our former guests, um, I'm happy to announce, I don't know if you guys seen him on Twitter and stuff like that, but JT Dunn is about to become a father.
Oh, I was just about to ask you
That's
about that.
awesome.
Yep, he
Mm.
and his fiance are having a baby, from what I understand, a baby boy, and he's actually due any day now.
Oh, nice.
Yep. So congratulations to our second guest, JT Dunn.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Yep. It was really when he made that announcement, I was like, oh, I remember him when he first started. Yep. So
Yeah.
he's made plenty of appearances for AEW. Most famously, he was at the AEW show where CM Punk got into an argument backstage, and you could see him back there separating people. So I thought that was pretty awesome. So like I said, it's always a kick to see anyone that we've interviewed in the big time, especially the current NXT World Champion, All Ego Ethan Page.
Ah. Wait. Oh.
Yeah, we
How do you
interviewed
Oh,
him.
forget him?
yeah, I know. It's just like, holy crap. We did interview him.
Yes, we did.
Like that's how I knew all you experience from so because I've seen him in other places. I see so funny to see him in different like genres because I didn't know he was a gamer. So I saw him
Yeah.
on one of my I saw him on another channel that I follow, Uncaged Games. I saw him on there. I was like, hey yo, I didn't know that. That was kind of cool.
Also a gamer, Andre Chase, Chase University.
Hey.
Yep, he has a Twitch channel. I've been on it a couple times. So but it's only gonna
And
be a matter of time. Go ahead.
that's one thing that a lot of the guys or a lot of the wrestlers we've interviewed have nowadays that they didn't have back then is they weren't allowed to have Twitch,
Right.
or at least for a while they weren't.
Yeah, and it's really good to see, a lot of them now now being able to have it, seeing, a different side of the wrestler and stuff like that, as opposed to what we see on TV every single week. And it's so much fun knowing that in one way, I sometimes feel like in one way or another, we were a small pebble in their career, but I kind of sometimes feel like maybe we gave them the rub. Like they were on our show and then boom, there they are. I know I'm over exaggerating, but it would be kind of fun to think something like that.
Oh, here we go with the commercial for Bad Bloods. I feel, what I feel bad about it when I was looking at the commercial and like I'm looking at it, and 2 seconds in, I realized, not 2 seconds, but like probably a minute in, it dawned on me, hey, I know where it's at. And then it dawned on me, that's State Farm Arena. How did you not recognize it at the beginning? I was like, I hadn't been there in so long. I think the last time I went, my last WWE event was in 2019. So
Oh,
that tells you how long it's been since I've been over on that side of town. So, so they're having priority pass packages on sale now.
all right, cool.
Okay.
It's kind of weird though, because today, when I was on my Facebook, my memories came up, and it reminded me of a SmackDown that was here a few years ago, and I went to a meet and greet with my son to meet the Usos, who were really nice. But then that was also the one where I was doing the live feed from the arena, and the late Luke Harper, Brody Lee, walked behind me, thought I was taking a picture, and he was like, "Oh, you're doing a video? All right, hi," and kept going and took a picture of my son, and that got me thinking about what's going on right now. Gotta ask you guys, what do you think of the Wyatt sick?
Oh, yo, I chills when they come out. It's like,
Mm-hmm.
you're so happy to have them there because it's been so long. But at the same time, you're just literally witnessing Bray's vision and it's continuing on with his legacy. So, I mean, I know that sounds like I'm trying to, you know, butter it up, but seriously, you know,
No,
little
because there are
tidbit, I actually
moments.
dressed up like the Fiend for one Halloween. I still had the mask.
Yes, I
So,
remember. I have to remind myself that it's Bo Dallas, because there are moments where, for a brief second, I see Bray's face. And it's so weird because Bo is doing such a phenomenal job with this character, with Uncle Howdy, and everyone involved. We have, bringing back Eric Rowan. I thought that was pure genius. You have Nikki Cross, his sister Abigail. You have Joe Gacy and Dexter Loomis. It's it has been absolutely, and like I said, I have to remind myself that it is Bo and not Bray Wyatt, because I know they're brothers, obviously they look alike, but it's like I look at them and it's like, oh my God, Bray. No, it's Bo. It's literally like that. Although I did make one mistake of watching the Wyatt Sick video with Nikki Cross with my headphones on. And when she did the scream at the end, I literally was like, I was at the bus stop and it was like, ugh. Everyone was looking at me like I was nuts, and they heard that from my headphones. And it was just like, what? What?
guess who's at SmackDown? Speaking of all ego, Ethan Page is there.
No way.
Yeah, he's there. He's watching the match between KO and Grayson Waller.
Oh,
Well, how about
wait
that?
a minute. Obafemi was on Raw Monday. Duh.
So,
Oh my God.
oh, okay. What do you think? who's gonna turn first? Who's gonna turn on the other one first? Is Grayson Waller or is it gonna be Austin Theory? Cause the way they play, cause the way it's been played, it's like one of them is gonna take out the other.
Well, considering the fact that that's asking me whether I'd want to be dipped in boiling oil or thrown into a volcano, because either way it would be torturous. Because I really could give two craps about either one of them. But if I had to pick, I would have to go with the smarter one, which is I'd have to say is Grayson Waller. Let's face it, two of them share a brain.
Lord,
I would agree with
man, I know as soon if he's on the card for Bad Blood, they're gonna hype him up just because he's from Atlanta. Well, technically from the Atlanta area. I'm talking about Austin Theory.
Mm-hmm.
God, that dude's annoying. But
Yeah,
that's how I feel
thank
about
you.
it.
That's basically what it boils down to. It boils down to a feud of who cares and whatever. I mean, it's like I've never liked either one of them. I've always thought they were. The only time I actually enjoyed Austin Theory was when he was part of The Way in NXT.
That's what I was just about to say.
Thank you, because he played the Bud Bundy of the Bundy group there. Just
Grayson, what is wrong with you, bro?
shall
You
we count the ways? I mean, this is a guy
Lord,
who drinks out of his shoe. Ew.
dude, man, why did you just okay? Okay, I gotta tell this story. Okay, when we was at a CZW show and we met Kevin Steen. This is right
Yes.
before he went to the WWE. And every time I think about that moment, I kind of kick myself because I had so many. Because at that time, I had never seen him before. I just heard about him. I was like, I would say if I ever get to meet him, I have so many questions. And I met him, and no, I just
Yeah,
whatever questions I had just went.
I
So
can vouch for that, folks. She turned 14 years old again. She just could not talk.
so it was like
And
go for it, Jim.
well, and I was gonna say, I mean, that was me with um you know what? That was kind of me with Scene too.
With who?
It was
Kevin Steen or Kevin Owens.
Oh,
oh.
yes.
Cause it was like we've like at this point we've been hearing story, we've been watching matches, we're like, oh, this guy's super cool, can't wait to meet him. And then when we get there, it's like, and he was really nice about it. I bought one of his I bought some of I think I bought like a pen or something
Mm-hmm.
from his merchandise table, but it was like, I could and then come back and say, I could have thought some more of that. I could have did more with that. Why?
So
um
am I the only one who's actually had a full-on conversation with Kevin Steen many times?
Yeah, you're the only
Mm,
one.
mm. Of course, the guy still owes me an interview. So,
Oh, yes.
because
That
remember,
was like,
he was all set to come on, and then a week later, Kevin Steen signs with WWE. It's like,
oh, yeah, I remember that. We were like, yay, we happy for you, but oh,
I sometimes think that's the real reason why he said yes, because he knew he had to cancel.
I mean, and I want to give a shout out to ROH because remember a lot of our people actually came through from ROH, right? Because we had a whole bunch. There was a lot of our interview people was through well, not through, but they were at the time a part of ROH. So,
Yep, pretty much a third of
uh,
the roster.
yeah. I mean, weren't we almost this close to getting an interview with Tommaso Ciampa one time? But then
We did have
ROH,
Tommaso Ciampa on.
we did.
I'm pretty sure we did. Yeah, we had
Uh,
Ciampa, Eddie Edwards, Donovan Dijak,
well, I know
Vinny,
Dijak. I remember that.
Vinny, Truth Martini, Matt Taven, Michael Bennett, Maria Kanellis Bennett, Mike
Because
Mondo.
I know because at a certain point, I think ROH kind of cut it off for us to do it for interviews that happened. So I was wondering if it was before or after that happened. Because remember we were trying to we had someone we were trying to get more interviews, but then all of a sudden ROH put out something that they couldn't their talent couldn't do interviews anymore, and couldn't get any more. So
I think that's when they were bought out.
yeah,
Yep, I think that's when Sinclair bought them.
Yep.
dang.
Well,
Thanks,
at the time,
Sinclair.
I got all those names because I had gone to a couple of ROH shows and I just went up and I just started talking to them. So, oh yeah, we also interviewed Rocky Romero,
Yeah,
one half of Roppongi Vice. So yeah, it was just one of those things where it was just like I just happened to be at the right place at the right time. Got all these emails, sent a whole bunch of emails out, and we got a whole bunch of yeses back. So so that was pretty lucky. My only regret was that I wasn't able to get the interview with the Briscoe brothers. So well, that was because when I talked to Mark, Mark was like, "You need to talk to my brother. He's the one who sets those things up." But I never got to meet Jay, so I didn't get a chance to do anything like that. So, Jay Briscoe, may you rest in peace. So
yeah, we interviewed so many people, and at different points in their career, uh, that unfortunately, I don't know if it was me. I totally forgot.
it's fine.
Uh,
I mean, I still look back on a lot of our interviews that we had so much fun with. I know a couple times I wasn't here for the interviews because I was either working or I was late coming in, but I know that I mean, I think overall we did a phenomenal job putting it all together because, you know, we weren't coming from a journalistic background. We were just
right,
three fans talking wrestling and we were interviewing these wrestlers. But I think what made it fun was that it wasn't so much we were interviewing them, it was like we were having a conversation with a good friend and we were just
right.
getting to know them. And I think that's
And
what made it. Go ahead.
and let's be clear. Let's be clear. We're still not journalists.
No. Jeremy's a meteorologist. I'm a retail worker, writer.
Hold. I actually cannot. I can technically cannot lay claim for that, being that, because I don't have the degree. You know,
Okay.
I call myself a forecaster.
That works.
Jeremy's a forecaster, and Jaycee, you're an office worker, right?
Now I'm an IT manager, so
So she's in the IT department.
yeah, so yeah, I went from projects to IT. So yeah, that's trans. I should say that's the transition from when we started the podcast so long ago to where I am now. So yeah, I'm the
Go ahead
person
and
you
get off
come
here.
to I'm the person you come to for anything in our company's IT department. Oh,
So all three of us did not have any kind of background in this whatsoever. We just went into this flying blind, having fun with it. And you want to know something? Fast forward 6 years later, we had so many episodes under our belt. We had so many people we talked to, and we still, I still sometimes talk to a lot of these guys, and they still are, remembering the fact of the podcast and what we did. That's why I think now was a good time for us to come back because I think we can, do our own thing whenever we want. We got so much stuff to work with. Wrestling right now is so much better than back in the day. I mean, it's been a lot of fun, and I think, we can make this work. And now that I'm a member of the JWO, we're going to have a lot more material with them coming on here and there's a lot more wrestlers I'm getting to know that eventually I'll bring on here as guests for us to interview on the podcast.
hey, my Bianca Belair and Hardy B are giving me the looks here. So hi guys. Yeah.
Hi. Eventually, when you get your camera working, they'll probably pop in and be like, "What are you doing? Pay
Yeah,
attention to us."
especially Hardy B. He likes to be everywhere I am. So like right now, he's trying to see what I'm doing. Get down, cat.
Another thing, folks, when Hardy, may he rest in peace, used to be on, we'd have Jaycee once in a while. All we'd hear is Hardy, Hardy, get down, or you crazy cat, what are you doing?
Oh my God. Yes, I realized I was
Well, now you got double
chastising
the
cat.
trouble there, so
Right.
God only knows what we're gonna hear. All of a sudden, we're gonna hear Bianca, what are you doing? And then we realize she's talking to the cat, not Bianca on SmackDown. Although,
Yeah.
is she?
Oh, listen. Yeah, it's she's trying like doing double the duty with being a pet with pets it's the experience. It was a learning curve the first year. I think now we headed to the second year. We gotten into the groove. Um, so what? Oh, they were talking about some. What are you talking about, Corey?
But I also know
Mm.
that not all of us got out of podcasting. One of us did continue doing some wrestling podcasting. Do you want to explain that, sir?
Yes. So I have frequently joined ProWrestling.net editor in chief Jason Powell and Survivor Hall of Famer Johnny Fairplay on the Pro Wrestling Boom podcast, which they have every Monday after WWE and AEW pay-per-views.
How long have you been doing that for?
Uh, gosh, been a been a few years actually. I think I started doing more of that right after we went on hiatus because it kind of gave me an outlet.
Yep, you do have a voice, and I'm very happy that you were able to continue it.
So, and I am planning on joining them the weekend or the week after Fashion Berlin. So,
Oh, so that would
Nice.
be Monday, September 2nd?
actually, I think it'll be the Tuesday because of the Labor Day holiday.
Oh, the 3rd. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I also have some wrestling announcements to make. On August 31st, Caba Wrestle, which is a local organization here that specializes in cabaret, burlesque, music, and wrestling, will be having a show on August 31st at the Moniker Brewery in Providence. It's a free show, and I will be there along with my JWO entourage. And then on September 8th, AWL, American Wrestling League, will be having their show, Combat League, on September 8th at 1 p.m. at the Showcase Training Facility in Woonsocket, Rhode Island. I will also be involved with that. I'm getting back into videography and photography, so be on the lookout for matches that will be uploaded on my channel. And then on October 12th, Cabo Wrestle will be happening again at the Dark Lady in Providence. And Rob Roberts is booked on the card. So if you get a chance to check that out, more information about that will be on the way as soon as he gets the details about it. And that will be October 12th. It's a Saturday. That'll be at the Dark Lady in Providence, Rhode Island. Again, I will also be involved with that. So I've got a lot going on my plate. And also, too, I still have my book, Finally Finding and Accepting Myself, available on Amazon. Also, if you get a chance to, if you go on my YouTube channel here, two of my poems are read by two wrestler friends of mine, Warhammer and TJ Tucker, the president of JWO. Both read my poems, and I have trailers for them on my channel. Get a chance to check it out. Also, I have a channel on Kindle Vella in which my stories, Darker Side of the Squared Circle, get a chance to read it. Episode 3 is up right now. So that's what I've got going on. been doing a lot of writing, and I'm working on book 2 for poetry, which I hope will be an October, late October, early November release.
Nice.
And
Woohoo.
and you
Oh, I
might want
still
to
need
put
to get
all
my
those
book
links in the
signed.
description.
Yep, we can put all the links in the descriptions. Jeremy, you're gonna have to send me the link to the podcast you work with. And also, I'll also be
I will do
working.
that.
Also, I think in the future we'll probably be doing some collaborations with Versace Stoner. You guys get a chance to check out his channel. He does a really great job. He does a lot of interviews. He actually has been doing this for quite some time. But he also does music videos too, and he also does little clips. If you go back, you could check out some of the JWO stuff on his channel and see it and wonder what the hell did Gladys just get herself involved with. And I think that's going to be a great time. We should call it here. I want to thank you two for coming on. And we are going to continue this. We just got to figure out times and days to do it. I don't mind doing it on Friday nights, but I know that conflicts with SmackDown. And unless all of us are watching at the same time, we can't really do a Disaster Piece Theater every single week. So this will probably be once again like what we did before, maybe a floating show.
And let's before we get out of here, one thing. Let's explain. Have you retired a certain name?
Yes. As of last month, last month. As of last month, when I became a prospect in the JWO, I cut a promo with Rob Roberts, Nina Beretta, and Piper Halliwell Dior, to which we used my name. And I decided that, you know what, going forward, as much as I love being Daria, I think it's time for my true authentic self to come through. So from now on, I am now Prospect Gladys until further notice.
Hey,
there you go.
So,
and with that, let's plug our Twitter feeds and let's get out of here.
All right, Jeremy, let's start with you.
I am at Jeremy Moses 85. You can also follow weather stuff at WX Corey. I tweet there, or I help tweet there.
I'm on X or Twitter. I'm calling it X. It's Twitter at HardyCat1027. I'm also on TikTok as HardyCat1027 if you want to follow me over there. So.
All right, and you can follow the Squared Circle Cafe podcast at SCC Podcast on Twitter. My Twitter will still be that Daria Chick. I am also on TikTok as Daria Chick. You can also find my Facebook pages, the Summer Matthew Company, which is my podcast/book page, as well as the Squared Circle Cafe Facebook page. So you get a chance to check that out. Links will be posted down below once these. Also, you can also link to my Amazon to buy my book. And I also will share the link to the Versace Stoner podcast down below as well. So thank you guys so much for joining us here tonight. We want to thank all of you for tuning in, watching this program, and we hope to come back sometime next week. We'll figure out a time. So to say, as I always said it before, the Square Circle Cafe, for wrestling fans, by wrestling fans. Good afternoon, good evening, and good night.